Along. Now the kicker, Brandon.
And one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses.
Turn it to the 24-yard line.
Has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So the Colts in great position here as they get things started. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation, that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. Gets it out wide quickly, Burks with it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 16-yard line.
On the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the defense. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They'll take over after that pretty clutch forced fumble as they begin inside their own 5-yard line. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is taken at the 15. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Hooker. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Hooker. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Hooker. That pass taken in by Burks. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter. 2nd and 10. Throwing. Hooker. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Hooker's going to throw it. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. So what a time this is, folks. We always said that if there was an international city ready for an NFL franchise, this was the one. And now that day has arrived, a permanent NFL team here in the capital city of London. And judging by the early numbers, they could not be more proud. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll look to throw here. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Hooker on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Hooker. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. They'll come up now 3rd and 3 as they've got it as we resume action. This is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 22. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him, it should open up things for you.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Jackson on first down. The short throw caught by Andrews. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Got an open man, it's Harmon. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. To throw is Jackson. Catch is made, it's Harmon. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Again, Jackson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Mitchell is into the end zone. Touchdown.
And you can forgive this defense just a bit here. They know how dangerous Lamar Jackson is running the football. Stopping him is in many ways a prime concern. So here, they're late to react to the handoff on the option, and it costs them as this winds up a touchdown.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. That time, a 9-play drive. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A short throw to Musgrave. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a handoff up the middle. Bullard. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mucked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he fields it cleanly. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. They go play action with Jackson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This now a 3rd and 4. Jackson. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Looking to throw, Hooker. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
London about set to take over on offense. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Harmon. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Mitchell now off the option. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. An option give now to Mitchell. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Indy set to go on offense once more. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's Hooker to throw it. On the out route, he's got Burks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Hooker. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Hooker now on first down. That is caught by Lamb. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Pressure comes and down he goes. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Draymond Jones in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Panthers who are out in front. The Panthers trying to hold on and claim victory. We'll stay in the NFC South as we head over to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. A touchdown run there for Javonte Williams. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. DeAndre Swift with a rushing touchdown there. It was a running back, Elijah Mitchell, who stood out in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he is going to have a Colts first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Gets it out wide quickly. Burks with it. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a give, right side. Bullard. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
23 yards on the tuck and run.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner, because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a gain that big, and he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle they go. Bullard, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down. Hooker's going to throw it. Able to hit his target land. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial game.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? From the gun, they'll try to run it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They do get 6, but they've still got some work to do on 3rd and goal. Now Hooker. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Sliding out of the pocket. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing. Hooker. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Here's a diving catch right side. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
First down, here's Mitchell. Breaks a tackle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Shoves him aside. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Now it's Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Monarchs are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now a conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Elliott now to have the extra point. He's got it, and that'll make the score 17-8. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. For the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's Hooker. Rolling to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
From the gun, it's Hooker. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. The Colts send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Give running right is Mitchell. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Jackson on first down. Got him in. It's Brown. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try to run with Mitchell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. The kick by Elliott is good, and that stretches this lead to 20-8. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Hooker now on second down. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The Colts on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Working out of the shotgun, Hooker.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw on second down, here's Hooker. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. On third down, Hooker. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Here's Hooker to throw it. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Hooker going to try and throw for it. That is caught, and he is going to have a Colts first down, and it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long. Hooker to throw, finding Knox there, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. This one left side caught by Collins. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Here's 1st and goal. Throwing here is Hooker. Touchdown Colts. Traylon Burks. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Hooker.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many second down. The clock reading 40 seconds. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Hooker. Being chased out, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Well, on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So